So we're buying a house today, y'all, but the secret, as you may or may not know, as I'm not using any banks, none of my credits, and very little of my money. I want to take you to the property, walk you through it, look at the repairs, show you what we're going to be doing, and further, take you to the office so you can see the numbers breakdown. What are we paying for it? What are we selling it for? What is our profit? All right, let's do it. Okay, class, it's Kris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. My mission is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Let's take a look at this neighborhood. Man, this is sick, Najee. Thanks to Najee, too, for working with us today. As we're coming in, y'all, this is just beautiful. I love it. Pride of ownership, y'all. I don't see any busted windows. I don't see any cars on blocks. You have to look at the neighborhood that you're buying houses in, y'all. That is paramount. The neighborhood is even more important than the house. I have done real estate flips, round up homies, where the house was beautiful, right? But the buyers wouldn't even want to go inside because they didn't like the neighborhood. I had one realtor tell me that my buyer, they came to show the house and the buyer didn't even get out of the car. I'm telling you what I know. So look at this, y'all. Roofs are good. The HOA is taken care of. The landscaping is just beautiful. I would live here. I love it. Pride of ownership. Everybody's getting their stuff together, keeping their stuff together. Man, the HOA just cleaned it. They blew it all out. One drawback, or it could be a plus or a minus, is the houses are a little close together. Now, as you show them as we come up over there, houses are a little close together, but that's cool if you are an investor because it's less landscape work you have to do. So this is our subject property here on the left. As we pull up, we're gonna be going inside. All right, so if you look around, we have pride of ownership, and this is our subject property here. I don't necessarily like the green, but a lot of times you got HOAs and they require to keep the same colors. But we have, I want you to notice is the roof. If you notice, you can see these shingles are called 3-tab shingles. They're a little bit cheaper than the architectural ones, but I want you to be able to tell the difference. You see a 3-tab, you can actually see the lines are distinctive as they come down. But take a look at that roof down here. That's what you call architectural shingles. It looks 3-dimensional. We got architectural here. Looks like they probably have been there too. So these roofs here are probably new, and my roof is probably old. When you're renovating houses, round up homies, don't give people 3-tab shingles. They cost a little cheaper, but they only last 20 to 25 years. Architectural shingles last 30 years, okay? So spend a few more dollars and give them the shingles, all right? So if you look, outside looks good. The windows are beautiful. Roof is in good shape. I don't got to deal with that. Door's good. The door here for the garage is good. Landscape is good. Very, very minimum work I got to do here. I don't know. I still don't know. How do I get so lucky? Get so lucky to get this stuff. This house is what we call a carpet and paint deal because you do have to do we do have to do the kitchen. So you walk right in, right? This flooring is, it's okay. We'll rip this flooring up. So this is our living room as we come in. So the living room is attached to another room here. I guess we call this the den. I don't necessarily like the flow. Living room going into the den. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna close this in or we'll rip this whole wall out. I'll let Ron decide that. But it looks like this is new. You see how it looks like they might have closed this in. You see the paint changes colors there? I don't know why that is. Really weird. But our living room is attached to our kitchen, and all this will be ripped out. Beautiful appliances here. I would love to maybe use these at one of my rental properties. You need an oven, Najee?
I would love to take
Clean appliances. So we'll rip this out, even though they're not bad, but they're just old and dated. Old. The problem with when you're doing a renovation, old equals bad, right? People don't like old stuff. So give them a shot from over there, eh? So this is really cool how you can prepare food, prepare, and then host out there in the living room. So we'll rip this whole thing out and we'll put new flooring down here too. Oh man, this is nice, look at that. That's a $200 fixture right there. So back here we've got our half bath. Oh man, look at this, eh? I keep calling you, hey, my other guy. We got washer and dryer in good shape here. I might be able to use this in my house. That'd be cool. All right, so here's our half bathroom right here. Najee, all we're gonna do back here is flooring. We're gonna keep that and call it a day. I want to do as minimum as possible. We want to be out of this one between 20 and 25,000 if we can. Because that pedestal sink is cool. I don't like them, but people like them. This is just a garage, ain't nothing in there, 2-car garage. So this is our dining room. The carpet looks good. We might even try to keep this carpet. Let's check out upstairs. Then we'll cut to the office and give you the numbers here. What's going on, Round It Up, homies? I hope you are enjoying this video. Listen, make sure you get signed up for the Subject to Lease Option Workshop happening this week. We're going to be showing you how we're buying real estate with no credit, no bank applications. You don't have to do a profit and loss if you're self-employed like me. You're sick and tired of turning in profit and loss statements. You don't have to do appraisals. You don't even have to turn in your tax returns. Buying houses subject to is my favorite way to buy. And as interest rates continue to go high, this is going to be the way that's going to take you. It's recession proof. It's how I survived from 2008 and beyond. I survived that crash. I'm going to show you how to buy subject to and then sell using a lease option. Stop doing repairs into your rental properties. Don't worry about missed rents. You don't even have to clean the property to make money with these strategies I'm going to be teaching you. So listen, make sure you get signed up and don't miss our early bird special. The training is happening this week. The link is in the video description for you to come hang out with me. Come hang out with me in my 2-day virtual workshop. I look forward to seeing you there. Don't miss it. So this is 3-bedroom, and you can give them a swipe of the bedrooms. Najee, they're not important. The kids' bedrooms, unfortunately, they should be happy to have a bedroom. That's how I keep telling my kids. Oh, Dad, what do you mean? I'm like, you better be happy you got a bedroom, bro. Looks good to me. So this is the communal bathroom. And what we're gonna do in here is rip out the vanity, AKA the cabinet. We'll give them a new countertop and a new plumbing fixture, and we'll give them new flooring, and we'll be done. Look at that tub is in pristine condition. I don't have to do anything to that tub. Extremely rare. So I like these doors too. Boom. Come on in. So this is our primary bathroom. I'm sorry, primary bedroom. Oh, this has to come down. It's mad old. That fan there. So you got her closet in there, her and her closet. That's for shoes, no doubt. Do that. And then we got me and Najee's closet right here. That's all we get, guys. That's all we're gonna get. I'm really thankful to get a closet because I don't have one in my house now. I don't even have a closet. So this vanity will come out, rip it all the way out. New countertops, new vanity. I'm probably gonna change this mirror out here because this is so nasty here to put that electrical over there. And I'm gonna keep this, but we don't even install jetted tubs anymore. Just too much of a problem. So we have a couple windows gotta be replaced here. And this is our stand-up shower. Feels good in here. The only thing that we probably will have to do is fix this tile down here. Not a big deal. Worst case scenario, we have to bust it out, put new tile. Best case, we'll fill in the cracks and put new mortar there. All right. So let's cut to the office roundup, homies, and take a look at the numbers and the profit and the expenses and what we paid for it and what we're gonna sell it for, all that good stuff. Let's do it. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying our house tour today. While you're watching and getting any value out of this, hit that subscribe button below and the bell so you know when our next training will be coming out, and share this content with anybody else that needs to understand how real estate investing works. So let's get right into the numbers. The purchase price on this one, AKA what we call the MAO, the maximum allowable offer, is gonna be, for us, is $295,000, right? Now, let me back up a little bit. If you're using hard money is going to be a hard money lender is a lender that loans you the money based on the value of the asset and not necessarily your ability to pay it back. All right. So the hard money lenders, their maximum allowable offer, how they do it is this equation right here. MAO, what they can pay for the property, maximum allowable offer, you got to know that stuff, equals ARV times 0.7 minus repairs. Now, when you get up into the 250, 300, 400, 500, 600 and above $100,000 houses, you cannot use this equation because the private money guy or cash guy is going to beat you out every time, right? Hard money guys know this too. So they have to bend a little bit when it comes to these equations. So if I were to use the hard money equation, that's a MAO, maximum allowable offer, equals ARV, which our ARV here is going to be 400K. That's just what the house is worth. Mayo is going to be 70% of ARV minus our repairs, right? So our repairs, our reno is going to be $25,000. So if I were to use the traditional equation, my purchase price would be $255,000. Right, but you can see here we offered $295,000. So I'm going to go over how we do it, because sometimes those equations, they just don't quite work when you're getting up into bigger houses. So our reno is going to be $25,000. You saw all that stuff we're going to be doing. Closing costs and holding costs. This is where I see, hold tight. You got to pay real attention. See, you got to work with this stuff. It takes time to understand how all these numbers come into play. Because if somebody was to tell me, look, Kris, it's going to cost you $25,000, $30,000 to do this deal, I wouldn't even want to do the deal, right? But you got to understand how all the numbers fall into play. I never forget a guy, one of my clients wants to make an offer, something about new investors. They always want to pay more. They want to offer more for real estate to the seller than they should. And what gets them in trouble? This number is right here. Holding costs and cost to sell. Kills them. My guy, he made an offer. The offer was too high. He ends up losing money on the deal. And you just can't do that stuff. You can't give sellers more money than, I always tell them, remember this line when you're making offers to sellers. Miss Smith, the market is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us. The market will only bear so much money on these deals. So closing costs, we have to buy. It cost me $4,000 just to buy this property for $295,000. That's how much it cost me to buy it, right? But I have realtor fees when I go sell it. So generally speaking, it's 6%, which we do something called a flat fee listing. We can chop that in half. So when I sell this thing for $400,000, I've got $12,000 in realtor fees. And if you got a traditional, if you got a buyer and a seller, you got, what's that, 24,000, 6 times 4, that's 24,000 just in realtor fees. So you better remember that, right? But we have a broker that works with us. We got interest on the money, we got utilities, you got taxes, you got insurance, miscellaneous, upkeep, doing the lawn, landscaping, all that stuff over time. I mean, this stuff just adds up quick. So I'm just gonna round it off to $25,000. It's gonna cost me in transaction and holding costs to do this deal, okay? You got to roll that stuff in. Don't miss it. So purchase price Mayo was $295,000. What we bought it for, we renoed it for $25,000, and our transaction cost is $25,000. So we got $50K in outgo, right? Roughly outgo. So how do we determine our Mayo? What we're going to offer, our Mayo is going to be ARV, that's $400, minus profit. Profit first. Profit first. I can't remember, the guy wrote a book. It's called Profit First. You got to think about it. How am I going to make money first? That's the main thing we got to worry about in these deals. Yes, we're serving, but you can't serve nobody if you ain't make no money, right? ARV, 400 minus the profit. We want to make roughly $50,000. If you're putting out 350, you're putting out 350,000, you better be making $50,000, right? Don't be doing these big deals and making 20, 30,000, because 20, 30 can turn into 10, 15, can turn into 5, 10 real quick, all right? And 50 can turn into 40, and can turn into 30, right? Just remember that stuff. So ARV minus profit minus reno minus cost. This is going to be our equation. 400 minus 50 minus 25 minus 25 equals $300,000. That's going to be what we can offer. Our Mayo, we offered a little bit lower, right? Let me go over it one more time. Maximum allowable offer. How much we can offer is going to be ARV, that's 400, minus our profit is 50, minus the reno, 25, minus the costs. These closing costs, holding costs, all this stuff here. So we can offer roughly, now real estate is never down to the dollar. So just get it out of your mind. I never forget the guy wanted to do business with me, but he wanted every deal to be down to the dollar. And I'm like, brother, I just can't do business like that. Nice to meet you. Maybe we can do something in the future, but I just cannot do business if you need to hold me down to the dollar. Real estate goes in thousands, 1,000, 2,000, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you just go to 5,000, 6,000. Crazy, big dollars, big numbers going around. So we want our profit. Our profit is right at $50,000, right? So when you back all this stuff, when you back out your ARV, minus your purchase price, minus rental, minus cost, that leaves us with $50,000. Now, are we going to make 50? Who knows? Make sure you stay tuned to the channel. We might make 40, we might make 60. You never know. The market was crazy years ago. Now things are cooling off. But I don't want you to be scared. People are still, remember, we don't buy real estate based on the market conditions. We buy real estate based on social issues, death, divorce, sickness, job transfer, job loss, all that stuff, right? The stuff that just, it happens to all of us. every day. So we can still buy. Whenever you got people buying, you got people selling. And how did we find this deal? The internet. My mentor always told me, Kris, if you can find a spouse online, you can find a house online. So listen, I got a video right here. If you want to see some other houses that we went to look at, you'll see the numbers, all the breakdown and how we get into them, how we find them. We use the internet. That is my main way to source leads right now. If you need help with that, there's a link in the video description. You can hire our team, do a consultation, all type of goodies in the video description. Also my gear. If you want to know what gear I'm using, right below. Right? Round up, hit that like button, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless you. Talk to you.